For now, because life is good. You make it good.
You will learn not to cheat.
There are miracles all around you.
Be strong.
Always tell the truth.
Keep your eyes open and sometimes your mouth shut.
Don't complain.
Don't bitch.
Don't be afraid.
Don't always do what you're told to do. Don't be a sissy.
Suck it up.
Hesitate and you lose.
Be a bad boy.
Reason.
Hell, put the pedal to the metal.
Live fast.
And never, ever forget where you came from.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome President and CEO Dodge Brand, Tim Kuniskis.
Is there any other brand that could do that video? No, because there's only one Dodge, and we've got a DNA that's just not like the others. And like the centenarians featured in the opening video, it's got 100 years of attitude behind it. It's a bit irreverent, sure, but it's a brand that takes its performance seriously, because performance has always been the core of our DNA. And that's why today's launch of the new Charger and Challenger is so important for Dodge. You say Charger or Challenger, and you're using two words that belong to Dodge. Two nameplates that are foundational for us. Why? Because for all the modern technology that we put into them, for all the cutting-edge performance and high-tech efficiency, these cars still have an attitude that can only belong to us. That attitude, that drive to innovate, and that passion to engineer something faster, better, or smarter was built into the brand by the Dodge brothers themselves, and it is still in us today. Don't take it from me. The Dodge brand was recently named one of the top 50 most innovative companies in the world, according to the editors at Fast Company magazine. That puts Dodge alongside companies like Amazon, Apple, Google, and Netflix. That's a pretty prestigious pack to be running with. That's not bad for a company that's been around twice as long as any of them. But that's what you can do with a youthful approach to everything you do. That's what you get when you take a passion for performance and technology and hit it with a big dose of attitude. You get Dodge, and you get a category called muscle cars. And who loves muscle cars? Well, not exactly who you might think. Dodge attracts one of the most coveted demographics. The Dodge brand is 6 years younger than the industry average. And we have the highest percentage of both Gen X and millennial buyers. Now, it seems hard to believe, but it's because the muscle car has evolved. And today, while it is still all about performance, technology is also a muscle. So we've invested in the latest infotainment and safety technology. And efficiency is a muscle. So we've invested in fuel-saving technologies such as cylinder deactivation, decoupling all-wheel drive, and 8-speed transmission. Today, Dodge builds everyday muscle cars that have all the performance and attitude of the 60s without sacrificing the comfort, safety, and efficiency. This focus on our core DNA has proven to be a winning formula for Dodge. In fact, over the last 4 years, while the industry has grown 37%, the Dodge brand sales are up 128, making Dodge the fastest growing brand in the US at retail in 2013. Helping lead that charge is the Dodge Challenger. Most cars are in a natural sales decline in their 5th year. But last year, in its 5th year in the marketplace, the Dodge Challenger set an all-time sales record, doubling its sales since it was first introduced. So given the sales momentum behind the Dodge brand, the future sounds, well, pretty darn loud. And we want everyone to hear loud and clear that Dodge performance is here to stay. 2015 Dodge Challenger. There is no mistaking the Challenger. This is the most true-to-form muscle car on the market today. And the new Challenger builds on its legacy with a modern interpretation of the 1971 icon. We retained the signature muscular proportions and silhouette that have made the Challenger so successful in the market today, but we've blended the Dodge heritage style with the latest technology. You see this in the new front-end design. The dual snorkel grille is a direct lift from the 1971 Challenger, but it has been modernized with new projector headlights and LED halos. And the new rear-end design incorporates the 1971 split taillight theme, but it is lit using the latest smooth LED technology that turns them into split versions of the now famous Dodge Racetrack taillights. The exterior of the 15 Challenger is stunning, but that is just the beginning of the story. Because under the skin, our engineers and designers started from scratch, staying true to the car's heritage while incorporating all the latest safety and technology features. It's an exhaustive list, but one that catapults the new Challenger to the top of the segment. There's a new customizable cluster with tick-tock gauges surrounding a 7-inch TFT that blends the retro styling with the latest technology. The center stack has a new 8.4-inch touchscreen with the award-winning Uconnect system, including voice texting, streaming audio, 3D navigation, and a mobile app that allows customers to lock, unlock, and remote start their vehicle. You also have access to the new Dodge performance pages, allowing you to configure steering feel, shift speed, throttle response, traction, stability, and even launch control. The performance pages also provide real-time monitoring of key performance metrics like 0 to 60 times, quarter-mile times, G-forces, and even real-time horsepower. And finally, more than 70 safety and security features, including adaptive cruise control, forward collision warning, blind spot monitoring, rear cross path detection, 911 calling, and roadside assistance. Now, we've evolved the exterior, and we've revolutionized the interior and safety technology. But we didn't forget that the Challenger is first and foremost a muscle car. So we enhanced the performance as well. The 2015 Challenger is available with a 305 horsepower Pentastar V6, backed by the new 8-speed TorqueFlite transmission that returns 0 to 60 times in the low sixes without compromising fuel economy, or the optional 375 horsepower Hemi V8. The high-torque Hemi has always been an extremely responsive package, but now it's available with the class-exclusive 8-speed transmission that can paddle shift gears in 250 milliseconds and improve 0 to 60 times by a half a second. Still not enough? Upgrade your Hemi with the Scat Pack performance kits for over 420 horsepower and 440 pound-feet of torque. Now, that should be enough for anyone, right? Well, there are Dodge customers that have been asking us for even more. And they've been asking us to offer it at a mainstream price point in the heart of the market. So for them, we're bringing back another gem from the Dodge history, a car that most people never knew existed. People knew that there were Scat Pack performance kits, but they probably didn't know that there was actually a Scat Pack performance car. We're bringing that idea back with the Scat Pack 392 Hemi Shaker. You get everything that's new and upgraded in the 15 Challenger, plus high-performance suspension with Bilstein shocks and Brembo brakes. Projected 485 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 in the mid-4-second range, quarter miles in the low 12s, and a top speed of 182 miles an hour. The B is back. Now, you know, muscle cars have always been considered specialty cars. They've always been defined by their ability to leave the mainstream behind. But what would happen if you took the style, the performance, the unbridled attitude of a muscle car and applied it to a mainstream sedan? Well, you wouldn't end up with another performance sedan. The streets are littered with those. You'd end up with something less conventional. Look, I know that everyone says muscle cars can't have 4 doors. And for most brands, I'd agree with them. But Dodge isn't like other brands. We don't make category cars, we make category cars nervous. And we can carve our own niche with a knife that cuts straight through the segments and perceptions of what a full-size sedan can or should be. It's called the Dodge Charger. This is a car that doesn't really identify itself with the traditional full-size segment. It's not even cross-shopped by the full-size competitors. Yet, it has been significantly outpacing the segment's growth for the last 5 years. The Charger has proven that it can cut against the grain and succeed. It has proven that there are people who want a four-door that puts out 300 plus horsepower without giving up the attitude, style, and individuality that is normally reserved for specialty vehicles. And other than Charger, this has never been applied to a practical, full-size, family-capable sedan. Now, what if you could take today's successful Charger formula and make it tighter, leaner, and more athletic without sacrificing the proportions, performance, driving dynamics, and attitude that attracted customers in the first place? Well, that is exactly what we're doing with the new Dodge Charger. Introducing the 2015 Dodge Charger. This is America's four-door muscle car. The dramatic new styling draws from the late 60s heritage while infusing contemporary Dodge styling cues. The Charger's new front-end styling is a dramatic new look with projector headlights, LEDs, and fog lights. The iconic Coke bottle styling has been retained, but visually shortened by pulling the front rear overhangs in and wrapping towards the wheels for a more athletic stance. The short overhangs, combined with a smooth out door scallop and a C-pillar that's been pulled rearward, gives an even more pronounced fastback appearance. The net effect is a really smooth fastback design that appears much smaller, lighter, and tighter, all while maintaining the interior volume that our customers have come to expect. And on the inside, Charger's new interior features a high level of craftsmanship, attention to detail, and premium soft touch surfaces. There's a new performance steering wheel and electronic shifter, new digital gauge cluster with over 100 ways to customize the display. And in the center stack, there's the popular 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen with all the apps, services, and Dodge performance pages that I mentioned on Challenger. And because safety can be the most important kind of performance, the new Charger has more than 80 safety and security features, including adaptive cruise control and forward collision warning with full stop, lane departure warning, 911 calling, and roadside assistance. The new Charger is so much more than a refresh. We've modernized the look and feel of the car, but as far as we've stretched the appearance, we knew our customers would be disappointed if we didn't deliver on the performance that they've come to expect from Dodge. So we've enhanced Charger's powertrain as well. And you have your choice of 3 standout powertrains. The proven performance of the 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 paired with the 8-speed transmission. This not only gives you 300 horsepower, it delivers best-in-class 31 miles per gallon in a rear-wheel drive configuration. It's also available with the segment's most innovative all-wheel drive system, with an active transfer case and front axle disconnect. The combination allows seamless transitions from rear-wheel drive to all-wheel drive with no driver intervention and returns best-in-class fuel economy. Of course, it wouldn't be a Charger without a Hemi. And new for 15, we're back in the Hemi with the 8-speed to deliver enhanced performance with lightning-fast 250 millisecond shifts, rev-matching manual shifting, and mid-5-second 0 to 60 times. So with two outstanding all-American muscle cars before you, we know it can be tough to choose, and even tougher to wait till they're in the showrooms. The new Challenger will be available in the third quarter, the new Charger in the fourth quarter. But like our centenarian said in the opening video, if you hesitate, you will lose. So in the spirit of their advice, this week we announced the Dodge Double Up Guarantee. This program gives our Dodge customers the freedom not to hesitate. You can drive either Dodge muscle car today and trade to either of the new 15 versions in 12 months or less, and your payment is guaranteed not to increase. For the last 100 years, Dodge vehicles have delivered two things that can't be denied: performance and presence. And today is no different.
Ladies and gentlemen, please hold for press photography.